the chances of them finding out about your brand, converting, and purchasing a product like right away is very, very small. Your conversion rates are going to be single digits most of the time. So that leaves a vast majority of those leads doing what exactly? Hey everyone, welcome to Ontraport Use Cases. My name is Sam, and today we're going to be talking about how to re-engage cold leads with a nurturing campaign. So what we're essentially talking about is a powerful marketing and sales tool that automatically, keyword as always, identifies your cold leads and gradually re-engages them through a series of strategic nurturing emails. Okay, so that's a great description, but there's a lot of buzzwords. Let me break that down for you. So if you're generating any sort of cold leads, right? And when I say cold, I'm talking about people who have never heard of your product or your brand or anything, right? So if you're out there trying to generate leads for your business from a cold audience, whether it's through advertising or some sort of a lead magnet funnel, which we have a use case on, so I encourage you to check that out if you're curious. But in either case, the chances of them finding out about your brand, converting, and purchasing a product like right away is very, very small. Your conversion rates are going to be single digits most of the time. So that leaves a vast majority of those leads doing what exactly? And this is the answer to that what question, right? This is a campaign that you're going to want to run for those leads to gradually push them towards your sales funnel, which is actually the first reason why you would want to do this, to push inactive leads back to your sales funnel, right? So we want to engage with these people over a series of targeted, like I said, strategic nurturing emails, right? Specific strategic nurturing emails to push them back towards your sales funnel to try to generate more and more conversions on your products and services. Number two, generate qualified leads who are more likely to buy. So by having a nurturing campaign, you're also kind of qualifying your leads. We're going to talk about a couple examples in a second, but there's a way to get, double the value out of your nurturing campaigns by also qualifying your leads with questions or, different content giveaways, things like that. Three, free up marketing team resources. So again, this is kind of like the underlying theme of a lot of these use cases, but by automating this, you free up your time, right? If you're manually writing emails to send to your inactive lead list, that's a lot of time wasted, as opposed to just spending one day or one afternoon writing a series of emails, throwing them in a sequence and calling it a done deal. And don't worry, if the word sequence and stuff like that confuses you, I will walk you through what that looks like, so hang tight. Okay, so that's sort of the what and why. Just a quick recap, you generate leads from some sort of a cold marketing effort, and this is what you put them on if they don't purchase or take you up on your offer, right? Okay, so what does this look like in the real world? Let's take a couple examples here. First one is some sort of a free content giveaway nurturing campaign, right? So we take our inactive leads, and again, this is the list of leads who don't convert to a purchase after your cold marketing efforts, and we put them onto a sequence. Again, a sequence, series of actions in sequential order. It's a feature in Ontraport. We've got tons of information on that if you want to read up on that. Okay, first email, maybe we send them an infographic, right? Let's take an example here. Let's pretend that I'm an auto mechanic, right? So maybe we send them an infographic that says like, are your brakes kind of squealing or making a squeaking noise? Here's 10 things to check for, right? We can have a cool illustration, check to see if your brake pads are worn out, check to see if it's your rotors. That's about the extent of my knowledge about brakes, but you get the idea, right? Some sort of a cute interactive infographic to engage your leads, keep your brand top of mind. Because that's sort of the goal, right? We want to keep top of mind and get them back to our sales funnel. Okay. This is also it's worth mentioning, if we send an infographic about brakes, this is a great qualifying tool for a brake service that I might offer, right? And again, you can generate qualified leads who are ready for your products or services. So that's another benefit. Okay. Second email. And notice here, the first one goes out on day 1, the second one goes out on day 10. That's an important distinction. Most people's inclination when they're building a sequence is like, oh, I'm going to email them every single day. Don't do that, especially with leads that have not shown a great deal of interest in your product or brand. You want to do it really slowly, really casually. Don't overdo this, right? So 10 days later or 9 days later, we're going to email them an ebook. Maybe we have an ebook about 10 great road trips in America or something like that, assuming I'm in America. And just some sort of a cool ebook that, again, it just engages them. It gets them thinking about your brand and your products and your services, right? Okay, then maybe finally 20 days later, day 30, we send them a case study. Maybe we send them a testimonial. Maybe we send them whatever you can think of that you think your audience would actually get some value out of, as well as engage with your brand on a more serious level, if that makes sense. So maybe we send them a case study on, how to get more life out of your oil between oil changes or something like that. Again, I'm far from an auto mechanic, but you get the general idea. Okay, so at this point, and really at any point throughout this funnel, we have a decision here. Does the lead make a purchase, right? Do they buy my brake service? Do they get an oil change? Whatever it is. If they do, take them off this sequence, right? And we're going to use what we call active response rules for this whole setup over here. The key here is that if they purchase here, let's say day 5, we don't want them to necessarily get these emails, especially if they're hard pitches on our products and services. So we want to make sure we remove them from the sequence if they purchase something. If they don't, add them to a newsletter sequence, add them to some sort of, an even slower, less aggressive nurturing campaign, whatever you've got next on the docket for your inactive leads. Okay, so that's sort of like a basic content nurturing funnel. Our second example is a discount funnel. So depending on your business, this could actually be the thing. If you're running a clothing store or some sort of an e-commerce store, this is a great option for you. So you take an inactive lead. Let's pretend I sell sunglasses online, just for the sake of example. So I run some advertisements. Hey, buy my sunglasses, 10% off your first order, something like that. A bunch of people click and opt in for the coupon thing, but not a lot of them convert into customers. I put the rest of them on this sequence, right? First email. Hey, did you get that coupon code, right? Or here is your coupon code in this example. Check it out, and we link to the sales page, right? That's what this line means. So we link them to where to redeem that coupon. Email 2, another coupon code reminder. Whether it's a reminder about the original coupon or maybe a different coupon for a different product, maybe the idea is, oh, maybe they're not into the white sunglasses, let me try some black ones, or something like that. So you send them another email, again, link to the sales page. Third email, either another coupon code or a reminder about the same one. One thing that's great about this funnel is you can actually put timelines on this, so you can say, this coupon is only good for 7 days, and you can use our coupon code feature for our payment processing, which you can read about on our documentation. But you can actually time this, right, to create some urgency, which is a really great technique. But in either case, you send them 3 emails about the coupon, about the sale, about the discount, send them to the sales page where there's an order form and they're able to make a purchase. And the really cool thing about this is you can actually stack these, right? What if they don't make a purchase after your 3 emails about your coupon? You can put them onto some sort of a subsequent, maybe a less aggressive, inactive lead campaign. Something like this might actually work really well after something like this. Now the key here is to not overdo it, right? You don't want to be spamming people for months and months and months, but get a general feel for your audience and how well they engage. This is where open rates and click-through rates and unsubscribe rates come in handy. So keep an eye on your metrics and make sure you're not annoying people. But this is you're going to see a big bump in your ROI if you put in this kind of lead nurturing funnel. Okay, that about does it. We got tons of more information about this topic down below, lots more examples, things like that. We've also got a ton of use cases on topics just like this one. One I would highly recommend is a lead magnet use case, which we've done, that will sort of help you with the top part of this funnel. So before you get the inactive leads, where are you getting those leads from, right? That's a really good funnel that goes well with this. So I encourage you to check that out, and we'll see you next time.